So imagine this indeed. What if everything that we've covered today is, you know, I mean, just the beginning, really? If you can feel a stirring in you that says, I am ready for more, then I do have something really special for you. This journey doesn't have to end here. And in fact, it could just be the beginning, essentially. So, what if the real transformation is just around the corner? Now, what we've talked about today in Delusional AF is really the foundation, right? This is the foundation. You just had a little sneak peek into the foundational pieces of the mindset work that underpins every successful business. But mindset alone is not enough. You also need a strategy. You need a way to turn that delusional self-belief into tangible results like the ones that are on the screen in front of you right now. These are all tangible results that my clients have had. And that is exactly why I have created my brand new, so excited offer, which is the Magnetic AF Mastermind. Now, Magnetic AF was a program that I ran in 2024, but this is different. Basically, it's Magnetic AF on steroids. This is a 10-week immersive brand building program where we're going to take that foundational self-belief that you've started cultivating today and pair it with strategic action steps to create a brand that magnetically attracts your ideal clients. We're going to go deep in this space. It is not a surface level program. We're going to define the vision for your brand so that you can really own that expertise that I know you've got. You like really own it so that people are tripping over themselves to work with you. We are going to be saying goodbye, toodle pip, off you go to that second guessing, imposter syndrome bollocks, and unlocking that magnetic AF version of you that makes you completely irresistible. It's actually a lot easier than you think as well. Let's be real, having confidence is one thing, but knowing what to do with your confidence, actions create the results. So I first ran Magnetic AF as a program, a me teaching you program. That was it. In 2024, there are people actually on the call now that were in. I'll talk about the 6% afterwards, darling. There were people in the Magnetic AF program on the call. I think we got anyone that was in Magnetic AF. In fact, I feel like yay, April. And if Victoria's still on the call, I can't see everyone because I'm just in presenter mode here. I think that yeah, she's there. That is one of your quotes, isn't it? I've participated in several programs, etc. So I created Magnetic AF and Sophia, like loads of people that were in there. And these are just a few of the testimonials I didn't want to bombard you with loads of them, but a few of the testimonials about what was definitely one of my most valuable programs and successful of 2024. So in 2025, it's coming back, but on steroids. So if this delusional AF stuff pumped you up, then this is where we're going to lock it in and magnetize everything and monetize as well. So the things that we cover in here are not just about, it's not just how I've had my results. This is how I've had clients join my spaces at the start of their brand building journey and go from feeling intimidated by other people's results to 11K months in 12 weeks. I am the only person with my results in my space. Now, just so you know, this obviously my people are the doulas and the midwives and the birthy folks, but this works for any kind of coach, any kind of entrepreneur. I am the only person who can brag, and I am bragging, multiple doulas who have hit 10K months, midwives that are doing six figures and they've done it in 12 months, and multiple clients with book deals. We've got a book deal person on the call as well, but I've got multiple clients that have had book deals and so on, high-end collaborations. I have coached people to their very first client, but also to first 5K months, 10K months, and even 30K months. Can you believe? So the clients have had results within hours of coming into this method, these teachings as well. One client literally came into Magnetic AF and within hours she was feeling the shift and the difference and getting bookings. So this is the method that I teach inside of this space. So what is it? It's a 10-week immersive mastermind. A mastermind is a space with limited amount of people in there because you can't have everyone. Confident Content Creation was my last live program. We had 40 odd people in there. It's not going to be possible to have that amount of people in there because I will have my eyes on your business. You will be having live coaching from me. There will be a beautiful community. And as I said, there's only going to be a certain amount of spaces. So what will you learn inside of here? Now, obviously, I'm not going to share my entire method here today, but a few of the things that you are going to learn is a blend of unstoppable belief and practical strategy. We're going to define the vision for your brand. You're going to own it. You know, the expertise piece, you're going to be stepping into that. There's going to be an unshakable self-belief by the end of this, which will be rooted in that confidence that makes decision making so much easier. You will stop procrastinating. We have trainings on procrastination in there. Imposter syndrome is going to die in this space. That is my intention. And you're going to learn the exact content to create that establishes your authority and has people sliding into your DMs wanting to work with you, basically. We're going to stop convincing and start converting. And it's going to be the time to speak directly to the right people that are ready to say yes before you've even finished pitching your thing. You're going to learn the magnetic AF method, and it's so much more simple than you think, but it makes everything irresistible. So how does it work? There's going to be the 6 deep dive brand trainings of magnetic AF, that fundamental work. We will cover everything that you need to supercharge your brand, your business, from brand clarity, content strategies, all of that stuff. There are going to be 7 live Q&As where I will directly coach you. You will get my eyes on your business, your brand, your wobbles, whatever it is. I will be there to keep momentum going. There's going to be 2 integration weeks so that there's no overwhelm. You've got catch-up time. You're going to be able to go back over things, or you can dive into the additional bonus content. So there's more content in this than there was in Magnetic AF 1.0. So there's going to be industry experts and relevant trainings that go with. So you can do those on the integration weeks, or you can just take that time to integrate. And obviously we're going to have an amazing community where you're going to have support, networking, and biz besties. I love getting people together to meet their biz besties. This is something that I am so good at, creating community. Everyone in this space is going to get live coaching, hence the cap on the number in this mastermind. I will coach everybody, okay? There'll be a Q&A form if you can't make one of the calls live, so you can submit your questions even if you're not going to be able to come, and the replays will be up in less than 24 hours. So when you tot up the total of the bespoke coaching, the deep dive brand trainings, the magnetic AF method, the community, the additional expert trainings, and so on, I have conservatively valued this, 10-week experience where I've got the receipts to prove how we can elevate and blow things up in your business in terms of results. I have conservatively valued this at 2,444. Don't worry, I'm not going to charge that. So when you consider that this is the exact method that I've used to coach multiple people to 6 figures, I've got a multiple 6-figure business under my wing, beyond 30K, 10K, all of those book deals, everything that I've said, people opening physical premises, you can argue that it's worth double and more. This is how I also turned my little car park moment into consistent 4 and 5-figure months. It's how I've helped clients that are now well known, well respected, and well paid, basically. So obviously I'm not going to charge that, but I want you to get a feel for how much this is valued at. So who is it perfect for? It's perfect for you if you're an ambitious doula, midwife, or coach who is done undercharging, overgiving, and second guessing. You are committed to creating both impact and income, not just one or the other, and you're ready to stop playing small and claim your expertise. You've decided that you want to be well known, well respected, and well compensated. It's less DIY and more done with you support. So it's not, you want something that's more than I'm just going to go through the information and try and implement on myself. You want hands-on support with somebody who gets it. an expert in your niche, and a community who also get you, which is always a gorgeous thing. Okay. I have not just learned this stuff. I didn't learn it in a book. I have implemented this over years. This is like lived, eaten, breathed, and shat back out again, right? So it's also perfect for you if you are motivated. Ambitious was something I added to my ideal client bio thing on Instagram, because I am here for ambitious people. I am here for the ambitious people who are ready, excited, willing to do the work and push themselves outside of their comfort zone. That's who it's perfect for. So it's not for somebody who doesn't even have a business idea yet, right? You need a ready to go business idea as a minimum. You don't have to have a huge audience or even have to have had your first client, but you do have to have a business that you are wanting to either launch, grow, or scale. Don't join if you don't know what that is. Okay, this is not the right space for you. You need to be in for the long haul, right? People have had fast results, but this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's about building a brand. It's about strategy. So it's not for you if you want someone to do it for you. It's not for you if you want someone to do it for you. This is a place that has limited spaces, so I want the right people in it. So, I always say your results are just as important to me as my own. I don't just want bums on seats. I want to keep having screenshots like the ones that I've got, because the right people come into my spaces. It's about commitment. It's about courage. And then finally, if you need money this instant, respectfully, go get a fucking job. It is not a bailout, right? Like, if that's the truth, don't come into this space. It's about strategic growth. Okay. So, as I said, it's worth that all day fucking long, every day. However, the full price investment for this is going to be £999 when it goes up to full price. But as I'm literally here on day one sharing it with you, it is on early bird at this point. So, if you want to join this space, it is on early bird for £777. There is also a two-part, I'm just going to put the links in there. There is also a two-part payment plan, and that ends on Wednesday, the 30th of April at midnight. There is an alumni rate for people who have already been through Magnetic AF. If you would like to join this mastermind round with the live coaching element, you can DM me for the link for that one. You can join for 444. But it gets even better. It gets even better because you are live on the call. Someone's going to win this, by the way, which I'm very excited about. You are live on the call, and so you are going to get access to the super fast action bonus. So for the next 48 hours, you're going to be able to save 333 quid on that insane value that we talked about. It's either 777 or two lots of 399, but you also are going to get inbox impact, which is worth another £111. So you'll get instant access to that. If you've already done that program, talk to me and we'll be able to swap it out for something else. So, and if, like I say, if you're an alumni, a 6%er, and you want this, then you can get involved with that alumni rate as well. So imagine by the end of this that you've ditched that self-doubt stuff and the imposter syndrome, and you are speaking directly to your perfect clients, the ones that you're meant to serve, and charging what you want without blinking. That is where these people have gone. Look at this. It's not that difficult, but it does require your investment of time, energy, and sometimes money. That's just the reality. There's no way all of those entrepreneurs that I talked about today didn't invest money. But you can see, like, this has been the missing piece. I'm now the person there where they're saying, I just wanted to share you. I've just been booked for a 5K package. And their dream clients. This person went through this method, was originally saying yes to anyone and everyone, and now is only working with dream clients. If any of these things on here are the kind of things that you want to experience, or your version of it, right? This is for you. I want to help you position yourself as the go-to authority in your niche, your area, your region, so that competition just isn't a thing, right? I want you to scale without like it being this big overwhelming thing, and build this brand that's so magnetic that growth is just a natural byproduct. It's an inevitable outcome. So it's packed to the rafters with everything that I know. There's bonus trainings going into it on brand brilliance, There's productivity, procrastination, loads of extra stuff as well. It's all the lessons that I've learned from my own wins and failures. And as I said, my one-to-one coaching is now solid until September. So this is your chance to get my eyes on your business without the one-to-one price tag. So if you've got any questions, DM me over on the gram. I would love to welcome you inside of there. The links are in the chat and they're going to obviously go out on email afterwards. And yeah, the only question left is, are you in? Or are you in? You don't need permission. You don't need permission. You don't need to wait. It's about taking action. You don't need a business degree. Like in my case, I ain't even got a fucking degree. I don't even have half a dozen fucking GCSEs to rub together. You don't need perfection on day one. You just need that conviction that we've talked about today, that we're going to go even deeper into the strategy and a little bit of audacity that says, why, if them, why not me? So I have no problem, Diana. Thanks for that. I'm really excited to welcome as many as possible. Let me stop sharing so I can see your lovely faces. And as many as I can possibly fit in there anyway, because like I say, it is a limited space. If you have any questions, let me know.